I be that young rapping dude, might just trap with you. Coming with the thunder, baby, might just clap your crew. I roll out in the morning light, whip that Harley bike, all black, I'm the party type, and it's on tonight. I just stepped in, no weapons, but my outfit might take your soul. See my presence impressive, got strippers slipping off the poles. I just whip, then I swerve and wish you would. I'm Timmy Turner, turned her to a carnivore. Now she treat me like a burger. I don't.
Yo, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here, and for today's video we're playing Arthur. One pick that got a lot of attention thanks to Flashwood's Heroes, who played Arthur in the finals against Buriram, against Xena. Actually, you guys know in the pick and ban phase I thought Xena being locked in. I was like, here we go baby, we're playing Arthur against Xena. But he actually decided to go into the jungle, so sadly we have to lane against Malok, but I think that should be fine. So let's do a build review for Arthur. I showed you guys in the beginning two builds because I think the first build with Spear of Longinus, it's much better for solo queue than if you go play pro game or against Conquerors and so on. So let me explain why do I like to go Spear of Longinus. It gives you armor penetration, so for every tick of your S2 you proc the Spear of Longinus. That's insane. So you give a lot of armor penetration for your entire teammates because you reduce the armor of the entire team or of the opponent that you're hitting with your S2. But since you're using S2, it's AoE, you will hit a lot of people with the armor reduction. 15% cooldown reduction is really good, so you can spam your skills, especially the S1, so you can keep spamming your S1, move on the map really quick for rotation, for ganks, for flanks, and so on. And then that's the thing, that's the only difference on those two builds, that I go for Spear of Longinus in the first build for the solo rank, and the second build is exactly the build that Flashwood Heroes was using. I think he was also using Gaia on top of Troy, and do you guys know why? It's because he was facing double AP. He was facing, I'm pretty sure they had Kira, but they had an AP jungler as an opponent, so of course it makes sense to go double AP. I mean double magic resistance in this case, since he's facing double AP. But otherwise there is no need for you guys to go for Gaia and Troy. You can decide whether or not you want the cooldown reduction, so go Troy and more magic resistance, or you want more HP, more regeneration, then you can go for Gaia. Both are viable, both are good. You just have to decide on the enemy composition what you like more. So also, yeah, basically on Arthur you want to go for a lot of HP and cooldown reduction. You want the 40%, so you can keep spamming your S1, get the shield, get the slow onto the opponent, and get the movement speed buff the whole time. So 40% cooldown reduction is absolutely insane. And in the matchup against Xena, obviously the go-to item you want to go on Arthur is Mantle of Ra, because of the synergy with your S2. You have double. So first of all, you do most of the times you do physical damage. Your S2 does magical damage, and in combination with Mantle of Ra, you do so much mixed damage, so much magical and physical damage. Because your S1 is physical damage, of course, your auto attacks are physical, but your S2 and Mantle of Ra are magical damage. So a lot of mixed damage, and people can't itemize perfectly against Arthur because of the mixed damage. So that's really good against, I tell you, most assassins and bruisers in the lane, they can't win against Arthur, or can kill him at least. For example, you play against Omen, you build armor, doesn't matter. You play against Zuka, build armor, Mantle, doesn't matter, he has no chance. And against Xena, you build armor, she can't kill you, and you're still so strong. So the whole point of Arthur is, in that draft, why did they pick Arthur? You have to remember it's global ban pick. He sees, okay, they go Xena, what do I pick against Xena? You pick Arthur. They had ADC jungler, so they need a frontliner, someone who can tank, someone who can hold the lane against Xena. So they pick Arthur, someone who is A, super tanky, B, hard to kill in the lane, C, hard to gank. Honestly, if you have sprint as one and you're so tanky, it's really hard to kill him. And D, Xena can't kill him. Xena just can't kill him. You build armor, she just can't kill you. Doesn't matter. And the main job of him was to be the damage soaker for the team. You have ADC jungle, so the whole point of the Arthur pick is just to initiate, tank as much damage as possible, and the ADC will carry anyways because your job is just to tank. And that's why he built the full tank build. He went for a full tank build, cooldown reduction with Aegis, because that's the whole purpose of his job in the team composition. But in ranked, sometimes you have to carry, sometimes you have to be the one who carries. So Spear of Longinus gives you the slight damage boost that you need so that you can carry. So it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to use the first build or the second build. But honestly, I would recommend you guys to use the first build. In general, I think it's the most consistent build you can go for in ranked. But obviously, sometimes if you fall behind, then it's better to just go full tank and then later on build maybe Muramasa or Spear of Longinus later on and not right at the beginning. If you're doing well and you're not losing, then you can go Spear of Longinus second item. But if you fall behind, for example, you build Mantle and then the enemy AP jungler gets fed or the enemy mid laner gets fed, then you should probably go for Troy or Gaia instead of going for Spear of Longinus. So you always have to adjust the situation on the enemy composition and on how the game is going. You can't always go the same build. Most of the times I will always adjust my build depending on the opponents, depending on the situations. You can't just blindly go for the same build over and over without adjusting anything. Like, for example, if you play against a heavy CC comp, you will go gilded, right? But sometimes you will play against a comp that has, let's say, they have Omen, they have Yawn, they have, I don't know, like heavy physical damage without CC. Then you want to go Sonic Boots. You just have to adjust. Because I will guarantee you, most of the times people don't even think about adjusting the build. Because you always have to adjust your build to the situation. You can't just blindly go for the same build over and over. If you play against, for example, if I play Arthur and I lane against Kilgrove, Omen, might as well rush Knight's Blade. 15% attack speed reduction. For a lot of times, if you play against heavy attack speed heroes or comps, you want to rush that Knight's Blade. It's just insane gold value. It's cheap, it gives you 210 armor, and it gives you the 15% attack speed reduction boost. That's just insane. And if you don't realize that you should adjust your build, then watch this video, learn how to adjust your build. Think about the enemy composition, think about what items are the best against them, and what items do you need at a certain time. Because you can't go for the same build always over and over. I have to repeat it because I see people always go for the same stupid build when they should go for a different build in the situation. For example, you have super fed. For example, you have a super fed mid laner, super fed jungler. So they have Kira, Tulan, super fed, and your go-to build is, for example, Mantle, Frostcape. Wrong. What should you do? You go Mantle like you wanted to at the beginning, but by the time you see, oh, never mind, they are super fed, the APs are super fed. And then you go Troy and Gaia maybe. So you always have to adjust your build to the fly. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay of us talking about Arthur, reviewing his build from Flash Wolves Heroes, MVP, APL finals. So of course, really amazing. And you can see 31% tank, almost 22% damage. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.